Welcome to Sports Matters TV, bringing you exclusive interviews, live shows, breaking news, and exclusive podcasts. Check out our website, www.sportsmatters.tv, or call into our office today, Sports Matters TV and Media on McCurtain Street, Cork City. Check out our sponsors, the Macau Casino Cork, and Ifix Computer and Phone Sales and Repairs in Blarney. Proudly filmed by Deep Red Productions, Sports Matters TV, bringing the sports home. Okay, welcome to Sports Matters TV in association with Rebel Entertainment. We're at the home of Sports Matters, the Macau Casino, right in the heart of Cork City. I'm joined by a true Cork legend, an artist, a songwriter, a man that's making waves the last couple of years. The coverage has been incredible, some great songs the last couple of months and years. Moyes Gaffney, how's things with you, my friend?
Enjoying you, bud?
Very good, bud. Now, you're in the headlines a lot as always. We're going to talk about that Liam Miller song. It's done wonders, it's getting great coverage. Tell us, what was it like to write such a great song and get to perform that?
It was just a song really that wasn't planned or anything.
Yeah.
It just happened. I had this, I don't take out the guitar as much at home with the babies, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of write songs mostly on whistles. And I just had this kind of thing going in my head. And I was playing on a whistle. And it was just suggested to me, would you not, in a pub, would you not just consider writing a song about Liam Miller? He deserves it.
Of course.
And I said, yeah, sure, go on, I'd have a crack off it. And it just happened. I wrote it in 20 minutes. And we had a record in 2 hours. That was it.
Like, the coverage has been unreal. Like, I've seen so many people, so many Cork icons actually, like Neil Prendeville, for example. Like, he's always a good man for the coverage and stuff.
Yeah.
But are you pleased with the way it's gone? Because it's obviously meant a lot to the family of Liam.
Yeah, well, his mother, like, I would never do write a song about an individual unless the individual was notified in person.
Of course.
Most of the time, I'll go and meet them.
Yeah.
I'd ring them, Paddy Hill or whoever I was writing songs about, Big Joe, who else, Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah.
But obviously, I couldn't approach Liam because he was deceased, and so the song was sent to Michael Flynn Construction, my former employer.
Yeah.
And it was Bridie Miller phoned me, Liam Miller's mother, and that they were overwhelmed and overjoyed. It was great, but it was sad.
Yeah.
His wife contacted me, that's how grateful she was. And there's a good friend of mine there, and he always says, you know, if you write a song about somebody and under their name, they're immortalised forever.
Yeah.
Because a song, only if one person ever knows it, it's still living on long after I'm gone, you know, and it's immortalising a person.
Yeah.
You know, now people like Liam Miller obviously don't be forgotten about that easy, but you know, it's there.
It's there, yeah.
And I was very grateful for the song to be picked up by Virgin Media and played in 80 countries, live on television, and it was used at the gala dance in memory of Liam at the City Hall and stuff. So I was very pleased with the outcome of the song. There's something that was just came to me and it was random, and it walked, and I went back playing the tin whistle myself then.
Happy that.
Because see, like I was listening to a lot of things and I was trying different things with different musicians and stuff, but I was known for that. Like, I'm known to play Irish instruments and sing Irish songs.
Yeah. And
it's where my heart is, you know.
Of course, and
so
that's why you need to
block the ears and just say, no, I'm not listening to him no more, I'm following me.
Yeah.
And since I started following me, it's getting better for me. Because it's true and it's loyal and it's honest.
You have to do it that way. Like, I must say I'm a big fan of the song. Like, and speaking of the Liverpool stuff, how's that gone about? Is it has it received? Like, you know, there's obviously politics involved sometimes with certain songs, but
yeah, what happened was there was a guy here in Cork. He was homeless.
Yeah.
And Ashley Callahan from the River Lane.
Yeah, I remember.
And Willie Welch.
Yeah.
The lads paid for him to go to see Liverpool because he was terminally ill. And I said, look, I have the original disc of the song, the 96 at home.
Yeah.
We'll frame it and he can present it to the Liverpool board.
Yeah.
Which he did on my behalf. I believe that the frame now stands on the wall in Carlsberg Lounge in Anfield. Still must go over and see that myself though, because I wouldn't believe it till I see it.
Yeah.
And I like that, you know. I need to see it myself.
Yeah.
So then I got contacted from the victims' families, a few, no, not all, like maybe 5, just saying they were delighted to hear it and that, and some of them, the Justice for the 96 campaign sent me emails and messages, but it's such a touchy subject that it couldn't be played by Radio City in Liverpool, or until the court cases, I suppose, are over. That's fine too. I'm a loyal Liverpool supporter. I've often stood in Anfield and chanted Justice for the 96 with our fellow fans. And but I reckon that when everything is sorted, I mean, obviously the case is progressing all the time in favour of the fans. And that I think that once justice will be served and the fans will get their justice, that we will push forward with the song within Liverpool Football Club. I have the contacts there and stuff, so so.
And I think Ian Rush, obviously, because I know Ian Rush met the guy that Ashley and William and lad sent over. I think there was Rushy was about as well, and there was
there was a Sheikh or something. He's from Dubai or Abu Dhabi or somewhere like this. A billionaire. He wanted to buy 12 of their frames. Willie got on to me, like, I was saying, so Willie, like, Willie was saying, charge him $1 million, sure. There's only a tenner to him, but like, it never happened in the end. But like, when I go, I'll go over there myself.
Of course
I will.
You'll see it then.
I'll do it personally. I do everything personally myself. I don't use middlemen. I go straight to the source. And
it's the only way.
I'll go to Anfield when this is all wrapped up and sorted up myself.
Definitely. No, you've been at this game a long time, Miles. Cypress Avenue, there were some big gigs there, some sellout gigs. They were actually on about putting on a couple more days. They could have sold more and more.
I've done 3
in
a row, and the hangover was getting worse every day. So the first night we have a good lash with it. Wake up and I have to do it again tonight, more and more. By the time the third night came, it was bait.
It was huge though. There was people. I remember Facebook.
Well, I sorted out the path. Like I went into 4 years ago with a 5-year plan, and I coming out of the 4th year now, and things are coming together nicely for me. I've been head screwed on. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I recruited my own people.
Good stuff. From
the Cork School of Music. No disrespect to anybody, but I just needed people that were just musicians that did nothing else but playing music, and that when I picked up the phone and said to them, like the Liam Miller song, I need you and you Sunday at 2 o'clock, and this is what we're doing, and we have to be done by 5 because this needs to go up in the morning. No problem. No, I need a babysitter. I have work. It was none of that. And I'm very grateful for everybody who worked with me along the way. But Owen Turner is the All-Ireland champion banjo player at 15 years of age. He's a twin sister. Now she's playing with me as well. Aoife Turner, Keelan, And we just bring people in now then when we need them. But to see, we all can play different instruments. So Keelan might go on the bass, I might go on guitar. I might go on whistle, give Owen the guitar. Owen can give Aoife this, she can give him that. We swap the instruments. You know what I mean?
Proper swap.
So it's just rapid working. Like 3 songs we done. We done the song for the Fallen Mothers, Big Joe, and Liam Miller, right? Like the viewing and the playing of those 3 songs alone,
millions.
It adds up into the millions of views combined now. I told you, I just smacked that, said to me a couple of weeks ago, oh here he is, 4.3 million. I said, give me 2 minutes. I'd be ready for a fella like him. I have a large screenshot on the phone. I said, well there you go, 750,000, bang bang. And this is the answer. What, like?
So many sources out there.
Now, I just showed you, it's the truth. Might not have been one, but you combine them. Big Joe combined has 4.2 million. Combined now.
He's so mad.
I phoned them and I told them I was taking the song off the internet because we're going to redo it. You know what I mean? We'll touch off that in a minute.
Speaking of Big Joe, I have to get into Big Joe. I cannot just... Big Joe, for me, the man's a legend, an Irish legend, right? What was it like to work with Big Joe? And obviously, I'd say he's really enjoying people approaching him about the song as well.
I didn't know much about Big Joe or Joyce name or anything about it. I was asked to write a song by an American man about bare knuckle boxing. I just kept hitting the wall. I didn't think there was anything good enough to write about. I didn't want to bore people. And my best friend was a traveller, John Burke, and he introduced me to a lot of travellers down through the years, and I understood their way, and I understood the way they spoke and their gammon and the words they use. And I met a traveller, and I said it to him. I said, "Yeah, Paddy," I said, "I'm trying to write a song about bare knuckle boxing." I said, "I'm getting nowhere with it." And he said, "The man you need to see is Big Joe." And I said, "Well, arrange the meeting." So he phoned Davey. Then Davey phoned me.
Yeah.
He said, "What do you want to do?" No, there was other phone calls made, obviously. We just don't rock up into Joe Joyce's house and sit down and say, "All right, Joe, what's the crack?"
Yeah.
Davey said, "Look, we'll make an arrangement, we'll make a plan." My father said, "You're more than welcome to the house, and we know all about you, and you can come up." So we made a date, and I went up. I'll be very honest, I spun a few stories to people who have been nosy about Big Joe. It's all lies.
Yeah.
This is the truth. I'm telling you the truth for the first time, right? This is what happened. I was up by Portlaoise. Fellas were saying to me, "Big Joe will kill you. They are going to eat you alive. They're this, they're that." They weren't, because I knew by talking to Davey on the phone, it was all right.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was just people's view of them, I suppose. I don't know, but these did. No matter.
Yeah.
I was up by Portlaoise and I was going through my head and I was saying, "Look, is it going to happen?" All the stuff I'm listening to couldn't be nicer. Walked into the house, no bother. I was wined, dined, fed, looked after. Basically sat down with Joe, told him in the room, "This is what we want to do." And Joe said to me, "I tell you what," he said, "I'll tell you about me. We won't talk about any fights or any names or anybody else, because if you write songs about and bring other people into it, that means trouble for you." I said, "Well, that's the last thing I want anyway." I said, "I'm only writing a song."
Yeah.
He said, "We'll speak about me and nothing else." And I said, "That's fine." So I sat down with Joe. He told me a few stories about himself, about his life, and basically I just wrote down the words. So a lot of the words he actually used himself in the song.
Yeah.
I just rhymed them, you know. And little did we know what was going to happen next. Do you know what I mean?
It was huge.
So
Still is huge.
We were only joking in the shed with that video. It's a joke. And remember when a fella in Dublin there, me, Finchy Coveney was in there, and he says to me, "In an hour on YouTube alone, there's 160,000 people after listening to that in an hour."
Yeah.
And then there was one there, 500,000. By that night, there was one page showing 560,000.
Yeah, because there was a lot of sources actually. You know the way they download it and they put their own videos in and stuff. It's all over the shop. It's not just that one source. There's so many people that have that song. They've uploaded it in their own way, and it's done millions.
There was a fella got on to me from North Cumbria, I think. Anyway, he wants to buy the original lyrics to the page that I wrote the song on. I can't remember his name now, but I told him when I get the time, I'll
you look into it. Yeah.
But he said that he just loves it. There was another fella I know. He was up in Tubbercurry in County Sligo, and this guy was talking about the song Big Joe.
Yeah.
And he was actually Keelan that works with me, that makes the music with me, and he left your man talk, and he said, "Do you know the fella playing the guitar on the song?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "That's me." He said, "What?" He said, "I'm the fella that was with him." He said, "I just love the song." He said, "I just think it's one of the best Irish songs that was written for years. Plus, nobody was expecting that." And another good friend of mine, Pat Ryan, from County Kildare, he said to me, "Your next song, Myles, think outside the box. Do something that absolutely nobody would even dream of doing."
Yeah.
And when I rang him, I said, "I'm going up to meet your man, Joe Joyce." He said, "Whoa, no, there you go."
It's outside the box.
And
it's a genius song. I must say, and it's picked up everywhere.
So it's coming back on. It's coming back on the scene very soon. The song was on to Davey there last week. And another thing too, we don't ring each other or anything, about fighting or anything.
Yeah.
I asked the lads why they didn't shake hands. I said, "What?" And they said it was about pride, and that was their way, and I left it at that.
Yeah.
I just said to them, "These lads, could you just not shake hands?" I can just say, "All right, look, it's a tradition," and it was explained in fine detail to me then, and I understood of what the whole bare knuckle thing is, and
a huge thing in Ireland. I hope we do see Big Joe in Cork someday, maybe for one of your gigs. Maybe. And I mean that, Big Joe, I really hope we see him in Cork. That man, he's more than welcome to Cork, he's a legend.
Like there's a guy at my gig recently and it's so popular, everywhere I go. Last night it was said to me again, get a picture with your man that sings Big Joe. There was a traveller knocked at my door, he was selling a few bits and pieces and he said to me, oh my God, he said, there's your man who wrote Big Joe. 1 minute he said, do you mind if I get my phone out of my Jeep and come back? I said, no problem. So I'm known for writing the song Big Joe. But a young fella a few weeks ago, he's from the Glen, I don't know his name, but he said to me, Big Joe, he said, is the grandfather of the children of Ireland, but he just doesn't know it. Because from here up, it's Big Joe, Big Joe, all the young fellas mimicking him and doing the whole, and all the, you know. And the face like the butcher's block. I sang the song 2 days after it was released, and when I stood back from the microphone, the crowd was singing it back. That's when you know you're after writing a good song. 2 days and people were singing the song. You know what I mean?
So I tell you, it's huge. Probably worldwide at this stage. It has to be.
Sure. Look, there was fellas working on building sites in New York, sending me videos. Australia. I got a message from the army camp in Syria that they were training. They were up in the morning doing their exercises and Big Joe was pumping. I got videos sent to me from the army in Syria, Lebanon, everywhere. Even, look, it's the truth, like even inside in prisons, the song was being played, like, because it came back to me, you know. It was it was everywhere, and it'll be even better now this time, as I say, because the video, it was just an old video. You know, and falling off the horse, that was just caught on camera, and it was funny. It was a funny ending. As a songwriter, look, I write the songs about the people of Ireland, and as I say, when I sing songs about a Republican or anything, that doesn't mean I'm creating beef with a nihilist or anything. It's just I'm singing about our culture, our people, and our history. There's no malice in it.
But it's a beautiful culture we have anyway.
It's our culture, and we go around and we sing songs about our people and our history. And I love it, like, I love it, you know.
Keep doing it, Miles. Don't change it. And we just have to touch base quickly. I know you're I heard you were a saucy footballer back in the day, soccer wise. You played New Firm. There was a couple of teams around Cork you played with.
I was a captain in New Firm,
yeah.
And a captain in New Firm. I played with Blarney Street, and Blarney Street folded. Schoolboys, ended up playing with New Firm. I think we were unbeaten for about 3 years in a row. We were a great team. We all kind of hung up with each other and stuff, and we had some great players: Dotsy Frayne, Michael Blake, Johnny Sullivan, Stephen Connors.
Dotsy's a good player.
Dotsy Frayne.
We might get a sound about Patsy Frayne in the future, will we?
I suppose I list out on my arm. I was talking to Tomas Mulcahy about it last week, his last Sunday as well. And I played Grattan minors. I played with the Cork IOL team minor.
You've done it so by your tasting.
I played at Ringman and Hillington.
Good stuff.
And that was it.
You were good, so they were good clubs, like.
And I was better at drinking.
Sure, look.
Party.
You're a talented songwriter, you know. And just quickly, the nominations. You've been nominated for so much in recent months and years. Like the Grammys, the 2 Grammys you were nominated for. What was that like?
It was great. It was a starting point. So I'm only getting familiar with the sport music scene. Nobody wants to help no one in this thing.
Is that the way it is it?
I've been around people now who could have propelled me onto a bigger stage easy if they guided me. But see, I even got the knowledge of that. I'm learning now though.
Of course.
About how to work the internet and all this iTunes. I have the clue. I have a fella doing that for me.
You're probably better off, to be honest.
You know, but I'm learning though. And now I'm looking back saying, I didn't think I'd learn that. You know? I'm around a long time, Jolly, like. Take a lot to fool me. You know? And I just found it as a stepping stone now. The door is there. I have those contacts. I know who they are. I have their phone numbers. And coming off the back of it, and this is as true as God, the biggest television show in America contacted me. And when they found out that Big Joe was a bare knuckle boxer, not a boxer, they called it off. And that is as true as my children were up home. I won't be saying nothing because the door is still open for things. But like that was some email to get. I thought it was a joke. I actually had a fella track the IP address. IP address. He tracked it right to the street where that company is based. So like, because I was afraid it was a setup or a
Yeah,
wind up,
there's something there, like,
you know,
yeah, of
and
course.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I have all these contacts now, but I'm just waiting for the right time.
Yeah.
See, I don't take no prisoners. Like,
Yeah.
I watched the thing one night and they said the mafia one time when they were running the music in America, some of it, the man would just say, I should throw it out, so we'll see what happens.
That was in the big nightclubs and stuff.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
So record it, the lads, and throw it out their stuff. They don't like it, they don't like it.
Yeah.
They like it, they do. You know?
Most of the stuff they do, like, though, to be fair.
Yeah, so I don't care. It's just short bit of banjo and that they'll be grand fire out. You know? I don't hang over a song for months, so, do you know what I mean?
It's probably the best way to be, though. True Norrie style.
Throw it out and we'll see what happens.
Well, we're going to get to the performance on in a sec. We really appreciate the interview, and we'll have all the links for future stuff up as well. You're a gent. Thanks, lads. A huge thank you to our media partners, Sue Distributors Cork and Shooters Pool and Gaming in Blackpool. Sports Matters TV, bringing the sports home.